telling all flock members, if you want to become truly elite, for just $1 a month, you too can become an elite bad bird. Check out my Patreon account. Link is in the description.
Hello, my flock. The Bad Raven here. I am doing a review of A Quiet Place. I went to see this movie last weekend. It was on Friday when it first came out. I was in South Carolina with my sister Sharon, visiting her, and I went and seen this with my nephew Trevor and his wife Felicia. We wanted to go see something scary, so I'd seen previews of it and thought it would be an awesome movie to see. So that's why I went and watched it. This movie, I'll get right into it. It's directed by John Krasinski. He's the one in the movie too. He stars in it. His wife Emily Blunt is also in this movie. So he's a director and actor in it. That, I've seen actors do that where they direct and actually are in the movie. So it's kind of hard, I'd say, for them to do both deeds. But he seems to pull this one off. I was really looking for this movie. The trailer I saw was just the first teaser trailer, so I never saw the second one. I'm glad, because I watched the second one when I was pulling up this graphic for my video, and it showed a lot more stuff I wouldn't have been surprised with. But when you go into this movie, I need to say before I get in, this is a spoiler-free review, so I'm not going to give anything away for the movie. If you go in to watch this movie, be prepared to hear no dialogue for at least 45 minutes, or 40 at least. And it's kind of a strange feeling. I mean, the last time I had this was like in War of the Planet of the Apes, where all the apes were sign languaging and you had a lot of scenes with nobody actually talking on screen. But the movie theater was packed. It had the nice seats. This was a Regal Cinema over there. Huge, like 16 different screens. And this was on one of their biggest screens, had the nice reclining seats. And it was packed with people there. It was like total silence during the movie. The movie playing total silence and the audience being total silence. So it was a strange feeling for sure to be sitting there in a total quiet theater for that long period of time. You could hear background music, like background sounds like the wind blowing and stuff like that. But there was no actual talking in it besides sign language. And a few whispers here and there. I wasn't expecting how it would affect me in that way. Not saying the movie was bad because of that, but it was very strange feeling for me. And they had the sound was kind of loud throughout the movie, so when they actually did the pop, the jump scares, it'd be like ear piercing, like scream, like like in your ear, and you wouldn't expect it because you've been listening to actually no sound for so long, and it would pop in there and it'd be kind of jolting to you. I didn't like the total silence. I know that's what the movie's about. I don't think I'm giving anything away, that the creatures have no sight. They can only hear you, so you've got to be silent. So that's why it's a quiet place. You want to be quiet to survive. The supporting cast, we've got the little girl, actress is Melissa Simmons. She plays Reagan Abbott. John Krasinski plays Lee Abbott, the dad. Emily Blunt is his wife in real life, and on screen is Evelyn Abbott. Noah Jupe is Marcus Abbott. Their other son is Cade Woodward, plays Bo Abbott. He's the smallest kid of the bunch. I'll try not to give anything away, but to say something has happened and these creatures are here. You don't see any other villagers or other people. You may see one. I think there's one other person you might actually see during it, but it's mostly just that family. And the one person you see, you don't see very long, other than the family. But you have this family trying to survive in this new world because they can't make sounds because these creatures come out of the blue and kill you, like lightning fast. So they have to figure out ways to communicate with sign language, trying to soundproof their houses, trying to have little emergency lights put up in case one of the creatures is being seen or something's happened, to be totally still and to be stay away from them. So it's got tension, it's got everything a horror film needs. A creature, you've got to have that in a horror film. You've got true tension, and Emily Blunt does give a great performance. I'm not saying all these characters in here give great performances. Emily Blunt is the very best of them all, because she goes through some very painful scenes without being able to make a noise. And when you see what I'm talking about, you'll see how hard it is to be able to portray that on screen without being able to scream. So she does a awesome with the way she shows you that through just her facial expression, bodily movements, I guess you could say. And, John Krasinski, plays the husband, he does good too. It's got heart in it. I don't want to say it doesn't have heart. It's just without the talking, for me, it just felt hard to feel everything I should feel for the characters. I felt worried for them and stuff like that during the movie, but I didn't go completely in on the concept of what the movie was about. The girl that played Regan Abbott, Millicent Simmons, she is really deaf in real life, and John Krasinski pulled for her to be in the movie because it's about not being able to hear, basically no talking, so he pulled for her to be in it. She did a very good part too. I have nothing negative to say about the kid actors in this. They pulled it off for such a grown-up type movie, and as much as asked for them, with not being able to actually speak hardly any. I think they did as good as could be expected as that type of movie. I don't, it's one of those movies I don't think I'll ever watch again, just for the fact that it was such a different type of concept on the horror. I think I needed some more talking in it, more understanding about the creatures, and then they showed you some newspaper clippings and stuff like that. But I just didn't feel like I had all I needed to be able to feel what they wanted me to feel. But I did feel tension. I did feel not fear, but I did feel for the family of being killed by these creatures. I know I can't really recommend maybe going to see it on the big screen. You could probably watch it on Redbox or on a Netflix if it comes out on there. That would probably be your best bet. Because like I said, I won't be going back to watch it again. Not to say it was a bad movie. You don't have to see it on the big screen. I think you could translate good for the TV type thing. Did you go see it? Leave a comment if you've went and seen it, and see tell me what you thought of the movie. I'm not down in the movie. I just didn't love it. It was okay. I just didn't know how much I would be affected by no talking pretty much 80% of the movie. So that took a toll on me. Tell me what you thought about that, and tell me if you liked it or not. I'd appreciate it. And remember, when I throw up the sign, means support the Bad Raven. We have a PayPal account, and we wish if anyone want to be an elite bad bird, please leave $1 a month in the Patreon account. I have a link in the description. If you want to be elite, please join the Elite Bad Birds, and I'll put your name at the end of every one of my videos from now on. And I would, helping the Bad Raven would be great. And also, I want to let you know that the Bad Raven is your friend, and we really appreciate every view we get. And please like and subscribe and share this with your friends. We're trying to grow this channel good for you, so you'll have other reviews like this to look at. So I'm going to let you go and say that we appreciate you watching, and as always,